what's up? I'm just CERN. This is just another YouTube video. Today, we got 10 top 10 scary inventions in human history, or whatever it is. But we finna get into that shit. You know, we finna get into it like a toddler gets into things that it's not supposed to be into, and I don't know if we supposed to be into this video and be some real with you, but we finna get in that hole anyway. Alright, let's get into it. The gas-resistant stroller.
Gas-resistant stroller. When you go out for a walk with the little guys right now, you might throw them in a stroller. It's probably the easiest way to get from A to B without having to wait for the little kids to catch up. They always want to stop and pick up a rock that's smooth. Like, what is it with smooth rocks that seem so cool? Anyway.
Because they feel nice, okay? Smooth. They feel real nice.
Back in the day when there was a concern about chemical attacks, a gas-resistant stroller was made. The gas-resistant stroller was what looks like a metal coffin on wheels. It was all the rage when mustard gas wasn't yet a war crime. It would pair nicely with the gas mask that your mom could wear as she pushed you through the streets. Honestly, it's pretty terrifying, not gonna lie. I'm glad that this isn't a thing anymore.
Imagine finna go outside. Hold on, let me put my baby in the casket real quick. Gotta make sure none of the chemicals get to him. Yo, what if they put the baby in the fucking stroller, right? And then, oh my gosh, and then they did get attacked per se by gas, chemical warfare, all that shit, bruh. And like the parent dies, but the baby is still in the, you guys get where I'm going, and nobody lets the baby. See, that's a bad idea, man. Should have just gave the baby a gas mask. Why didn't they just make baby gas masks?
Over to you, Rachel.
Coming in at number 9, the Fliz. You know that one of the safest parts about riding a bike is the fact that you can get into any sort of accident and you're not attached to it. You can kind of just fly off and jump off before you land in a mud puddle or scrape your knee or whatever. Another great part of a bike is that it has pedals and gears, so you can move much faster than if you were running or walking, which is kind of the idea. Even if you're out of shape and you haven't done a lot of cardio, like the people who get up at 4 a.m. and go for runs, oh my god, those people are like on another tier, they're like gods. Then you can definitely go really fast on a bike if you want to. What on earth is a Fliz? This thing is what happens when you mix a jolly jumper with a bike and are willing to look embarrassing for everyone to see. The Fliz is a bike with no pedals, so you have to push with your feet like a Flintstone. And now this obviously sucks because you wouldn't really be able to move very fast at all. They also built a harness into it so you can hang in there like you're some sort of baby bee.
We gonna skip the Fliz, bruh. Cause my nigga's wearing a banana peel with wheels. What's going on, bruh? Like, we gonna skip that. Where's the next? We finna go over here.
Terrifying, but also deadly. When it
Wait,
comes
hold
to
on, what we talking
in our
about?
8th spot, we have bat bombs. Yeah, not bath bombs, bat bombs. This next one is not only terrifying, but also deadly. When it comes to warfare, people can get pretty.
Alright, so this is what I think it is. I think these niggas strapped some bombs to bat and then trained them niggas to go and attack people. That right there, like, oh my gosh. You think, oh, it's cool, look at it, boom! Blew your ass up. You ain't even know it.
Pretty inventive. Imagine you're stalking past enemy lines in the dead of night when all of a sudden a web-winged furry creature swoops in
I got it
at your feet.
Oh, they dropped the bomb. Oh, see, look, that's even better. Now you don't have to lose a bat, because I was thinking the bat was tied to the bomb.
Bat bombs were an experimental weapon developed in World War II, and they are exactly as they sound. It was a bat with a bomb attached to it.
Oh, what? I got that right too. I thought they dropped them hoes. Nah, they blew up too.
This would detonate on or near enemies. The plan was developed and submitted by Lytle S. Adams, a dentist from Irwin, Pennsylvania. He presented his idea to the White House just 2 months after the attack on Pearl
Ah, ads.
Sorry guys, I can't come to lunch. I blew all my money on this game.
Harbor, and they liked it, and the project was greenlit. The dock assembled an oddball team, including pilot turned actor, an ex-gangster, and an ex-hotel manager. The project was disbanded in 1943 because it was surpassed by a deadlier project. Stay tuned for that one later on in the list.
Hey, why you gotta make us wait?
Window cage. I can definitely see how this is appealing. Like, you want to make sure your baby gets a lot of fresh air, but you don't have time to take them for a walk when they're young. The urban window baby cage was basically a chain link cage with a pillow inside of it, so you could just plop your baby inside and go, look, a bird.
These niggas put their kids in fucking fences outside their window. Come on, Timmy, let's go look outside. I'm gonna place you right here. Yo, imagine living in like a 10-story building, bruh, and you just... Baby would never be afraid of heights. What you mean? This ain't nothing. I used to chill out here all the time. Fuck no, see? Can't do it. These niggas be doing some wild shit. Now, what if I'm not even finna be a worry word about it. Oh, one of them motherfucking boats broke. You'd be in a world full of hurt, because not only would your baby already be in a casket, it would be on the floor. God damn.
Jimmy, apparently everyone back then would have been totally fine with Michael Jackson dangling his baby outside his window, because that's what they all did, apparently. The purpose of this contraption was so that your baby could get a little fresh air, because you don't want your baby to get all stuffy in your New York apartment that's the size of a shoebox. And this was in a time when elevators were both scarce, and the chance of them killing you was much higher. Think Tower of Terror, but real life. So walking that potentially very chubby baby up and down 30 flights of stairs doesn't seem very fun as just hanging him outside a window so you can feel the sun.
That's exercise though. Niggas is
New
lazy.
York construction workers.
I'm gonna put my baby in a cage.
Sidewalks. If your kid ever gets out of line, you can just throw them in the cage for a timeout. You know? That's this is why we should protect this. It's not a good idea, guys. Let's just stick with like Jolly Jumpers.
I'll side with you on that one.
Cribs that are inside. That sounds like a better idea.
In our sixth spot, we have the hydrogen blimps. Hydrogen blimps are labeled as one of the worst inventions of all time. Basically, it was like a big balloon in the sky. It would be pushed by propellers, and guess what they would put into the balloon to make it float? Hydrogen. Hydrogen was cheaper and more readily available, so they used it. Just there's one tiny issue with that. It was highly flammable. But they would pile people into this blimp that was fueled by hydrogen. And sadly, they would explode. In 1937, the Hindenburg, a German airship, caught fire and crashed in 36 seconds. It was very sad and very disastrous. But
Death Zeppelin! That's all I have to say for this invention.
that wasn't even the first time that one exploded. Just after the Hindenburg, that's when people were like, hey, maybe this isn't safe. Now, history should never be forgotten. But maybe let's just never bring back hydrogen blimps, okay?
Coming in at number 5, we have plastic. I acknowledge that plastic has helped us get this far, because being an important part of our development as a species. But just like when a young adult who has to shed their trauma that made them funny, but keep the funny, it's time for us to move on and think that is choking our planet. Like if you go outside right now and get a box
That's a dope ass cup.
of tea, the tea will come in a box, like it's wrapped in plastic. The box is already a container for the tea. Why are we double wrapping it? I know the purpose is to increase the shelf life, but maybe we shouldn't be keeping things on shelves that long. Maybe? I don't know. We should seek out healthier food that doesn't last as long because it doesn't have as many preservatives. Thus, it would be stupid to wrap it in plastic. Just wrap it in paper or pour it into my hands. I don't know. Just do it. Or have no packaging and everyone just goes to bulk barns and puts it in glass jars and everything like that. I think that's a pretty good idea, but you know, who knows. The plastic, it lasts a little too long. Let's just say that.
In our fourth spot, we have the brazen bull.
Bruh, plastic takes like 500 years to deteriorate. That shit is wild, bruh. Like 500. And mind you, plastic ain't been alone for a long time. Let's be real. It's probably been around since like the 1900s or 1800s. You feel me? But the way we doing that shit now, it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here. What this 2020 is finna be here till 2620. That shit's crazy. Oh, I'm a year behind. 2021, 2621. All the fucking. It's gonna be a minute till that shit deteriorate.
Oh. This is one of history's most horrific in 60 BC. A seaside colony called Ocrigus was ruled over by a man named Phalaris. This device was commissioned for him. He wanted to turn torture into music. His court sculpture created this unique nightmarish piece. It was a hollow sculpture of a bull with bells and whistles attached, and there was enough room for the victim to be placed inside of it. The bull would then be placed over a roaring fire, and instead of screams, it was designed to sound like
yo. These niggas put them in a bowl, set that shit on fire, and then made the screams sound like music so niggas would dance to it. Bruh, that's just ruthless. Like, why would they do this? What is the same thing that went through their brain thing and was like, yeah, let's do it? I don't think nothing was up there. I don't think no saying was up there. These niggas was just assholes. These niggas was like, let's hollow that shit out. You see that metal bull? Let's hollow that shit out. And you know what? Let's throw some charcoal in there and a person. And, I feel like that'd be a good combo. Yo, to whoever they took out like this, you're a legend just for dying that way. And, like, man, that's some wild shit.
the grunts of a bull. Now, some say this invention was a myth, but famed poet Cicero states that, in fact, the bull did exist and was used. This remains one of the most evil inventions in history.
Coming in at number 3, we have the tricho system. There are plenty of ways to get rid of hair in places you don't want them to be. There's waxing, shaving, electrolysis, but this one invention deserves to be mentioned just one more time before we let history completely forget it. Never do this again. The tricho system was a hair removal device that became a must-have in every salon in the 1920s, and actually worked. It would remove the hair painlessly and effortlessly. All you had to do was sit at a mahogany desk and face a small window. When the flick was switched, there was no burning, just a slight hum from the machine. But that's a side effects. Yes, it would remove all the hair, but soon men and women would develop cancerous ulcers, carcinoma, and death. The reason? They were using X-ray technology, which is, as we know, radioactive. It would be administered to the skin for a few minutes and require anywhere between 15 to 20 treatments to be effective. X-ray technology was used for a variety of skin treatments around the time, and even in the late 1800s.
Medical science back then was not that poppin', bruh. It was not that poppin'. These niggas was using mercury to heal people. Sorry, Harvey. These niggas were using mercury to kill people. And telling them you're gonna get better. These niggas are getting sicker. Giving them deadly placebos. Oh no, couldn't do it. I'm glad I live in this time.
Like for ringworm and eczema. When the tricho machine was released, however, there was no mention of what the technology they were using was. They were just like, the tricho miracle. You know, just picture like a typical 1920s ad. And the person administering it wasn't well qualified and didn't know what it was either. They just were like, flip switch, and it works. Clients were just marveled that it worked so well until it slowly burned their faces off. Of course, hindsight is 2020. How they were to know. Let's just put this embarrassing, dangerous plunger to the side, shall we?
In our second spot, we have
We
Agent
shall.
Orange. This next one we're going to talk about should kind of be remembered so that no one ever does anything so awful ever again. Agent Orange was a pesticide that was responsible for 400,000 fatalities, disabilities, and 500,000 birth defects. It was invented by plant biologist
Not only did they try and kill some motherfucking bugs, bruh, they killed people while doing it. And then on top of that, not did they only stop at the people, they was like, nah. Your children finna be affected by this, and they didn't even go through this shit. Niggas be invented some wild shit, and the test on how it fucking failed be cataclysmic. That should be catastrophes.
Arthur Galston in 1943. He created it as a way to help accelerate the growth of soybeans in places with a short growing season. But in large doses, it actually destroyed crops, and the US decided to take this technology and abuse it. During the War of Vietnam, they sprayed the land, and 4.5 million acres of crops in Vietnam were destroyed by Agent Orange. And any exposure the Vietnamese
and of course, us humans used it on humans. Fucking great. You know, we're always, you know, we're the best at torturing ourselves, but, you know, helping other people up is something we're not good at. I don't understand that. That doesn't make no sense. But, tease what it is.
and US, Australian, and New Zealand soldiers had to this pesticide came with deadly consequences. It caused an abnormal amount of miscarriages, extreme birth defects, cancer, and skin conditions. Some of the land still can't even be used to this day. It's very tragic and scary.
Coming in at number 1, we have the atom bomb. If the name Robert Oppenheimer doesn't ring any...
You don't even gotta explain this one. You ain't even gotta explain this one. But I'm gonna let you explain this one.
Bells maybe as well. Coming in at number 1, we have the atomic bomb. See, there it is. Robert Oppenheimer invented the atomic bomb, and the first one that successfully detonated created a mushroom cloud 40,000 feet high. What people did with this new invention, however, stole an unfathomable amount of lives and opened doors for even more deadly weapons. It also led to one of the most terrifying standoffs in history during the 1960s called the Cuban Missile Crisis. The USA and Soviet Russia were caught in a standoff, both with nukes pointing at each other, waiting for the other to press the big red button. Thankfully, neither did.
These niggas said, fuck the earth, I'm finna blow you up and you finna get blown up too. But whatever happens after we both get blown up does not matter. That's some questionable thinking right there.
But many countries have nukes in their arsenal, ready to strike whenever they want, and they're also still used in a lot of battles and war today. Considering how much damage was done to Nagasaki and Hiroshima due to the detonations of Fat Man and Little Boy in 1945, oh man, I hope that day never comes, and they just should get rid of them. Like, no country should just have them, because we definitely know that it will lead to the destruction of the world if they're ever used. We just should make an agreement that get rid, we forget, destroy all the ways of making them. Just let's get rid. Albert
Bruh. This some shit. You know what I'm saying? Being like, look, I'm gonna help you out. You know, I may not have a lot, but I can help you out. And then you return, you help other people, and we all help each other, and we all be successful. Either you're like, no, fuck that. You finna give me whatever I want from your land, or I'm finna blow you up. And if we had a disagreement, guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna blow you the fuck up. And if we ever have another disagreement, guess what I'm finna do? I'm finna send Fat Man and Little Boy your direction. So not only will you have obesity problems, you will also have starvation. Finna blow up your whole nation. No wonder everybody got anxiety and always pacing. Duh, like, look at the shit we do. Well, not we as in a collective, but the things that have been decided in the past. It's just some crazy shit. Oh Lord, oh Lord. But yeah. I'm just Sir. This is just another YouTube video. You stay just you. I'ma stay just me. Deuces!